not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning and welcome into the Morning App here on 90.5 WASU. It is 8 o'clock in the morning on this lovely, lovely, cold Wednesday morning. You're listening with Josh, Howie, Taylor Ann, and myself, Kristen. How are y'all doing?
Oh, it's snowy outside, and, we thought this morning that we would have a cancellation, a delay, but didn't happen. But it looks like the snow's coming down, so maybe we'll get an update while we're doing the show. You never know.
No, stop saying that. You got our hopes up yesterday. We got our... Just let down. Just stop. We're going to class.
Okay, fine. Okay. We're going to class. Everybody, we're going to class. You heard it here first from Josh.
I don't know if you guys realize this, though, but when you say we're not going to class, you're going to jinx it.
No, there is no such thing as jinxing.
Yes,
we talked about
is.
this. Things just happen for a reason. Your words do not magically cause something to happen somewhat other way.
Yes, it does. Do you not knock on wood?
I do. It depends on the situation. It's situational for me.
I'm highly superstitious, guys.
I'm superstitious. You don't like to build your immune system up.
Oh, don't worry. We will be talking about that soon.
Oh, yes.
Right now, what is being built up? The game Fortnite, okay? Me and Howie know it. I don't know about TA and Kristen over here, but Fortnite is big. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like a one-person shooting game where you just go around shooting a bunch of people.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Fortnite is a free-to-play game. It is from Epic Games. They've made a couple of really big games in the past. Yeah. And the game is available like on any console, so if you play on PS4, Xbox, whatever you prefer. So basically the point of the game, it's a battle royale game, so it's either you or your teammate or your three other teammates.
Yeah, up to four teammates.
Up to four teammates.
Or 4 people, yeah.
Yeah, and you play in this 100-person game, and basically for some reason, this game has just elevated, and it's somehow really popular, and everybody's been playing it and talking about it. We've had celebrities playing it. We've had athletes playing it. Literally, everybody is on the game, and I don't really know the reason why.
Well, and I think it went through some legal issues because it copied that other popular game, PUBG, which is basically the exact same thing, just in a more realistic setting. But I think people like Fortnite a lot better just because it's not as realistic. Like, you can just have fun with it. You can build randomly. You can just run around. You can use fancy guns. Like, it's just fun. It's like an old little game that you used to play.
Yeah, I wasn't on the hype for Fortnite at first, and then I started playing it recently, and now I'm kind of addicted, and it's bad because I was like the last to get the Fortnite bug, and it's like everybody's playing it, If you have a boyfriend, more than likely he's playing Fortnite right now, so just be on the lookout for that. Everybody's coming for Fortnite.
I didn't even realize this, but I have a group of guy friends that I've been friends with since freshman year, and I go over to their house a lot and we hang out. I didn't even realize they were playing this game.
Yeah.
I just looked it up, and yeah, they play it all the time, and I think I've even played it before.
Oh.
And prior to coming in this morning, I was like, we're going to talk about Fortnite. Ew, gross. I don't want to talk about it. But honestly, I'm down.
It's a huge fad right now. Like, I am a fifth-year senior, so most of my friends actually have graduated. So literally the only friends left are all dudes. And all of them play it. And one of the guys is super obsessed. And I'm not kidding you. He probably plays about 19 hours a day.
Oh, God.
And yeah, I don't know how he's in school. And the other day I got locked out of my house, had to go to my neighbor's, and I knocked on the door, and he was playing Fortnite. Yeah. I'm like, this is like an epidemic. It's everywhere.
It's so weird because there's so many games that people have been playing for years now that got really popular, like Call of Duty at one time.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing Call of Duty. Everybody's playing Halo at one point. And now Fortnite is the game that everybody is playing.
It's nothing I actually expected it to look like, though.
Right.
Because Call of Duty, Halo, all that stuff kind of to me looks similar, whereas Fortnite just seems kind of like a Mario Kart, like cartoony.
Well, it's free, right?
It is. It's free to play.
That's why.
Why would they put a lot of money in
That
the
makes
graphics?
sense. I didn't realize it was free.
Even though, I still like the graphics. I think they're cool and everything. And at the same time, it's real simple, and you can play people who are really good, or you can play people that are really bad. Like, I think in Call of Duty and all the other games, like, based on your ranking is who you'll end up playing. But in this one, you could meet someone who just started yesterday, Howie, or you could like meet someone who's been playing for ever since it came out, and that's why it's really cool. Like you'll know who's good instantly because you'll die instantly.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that this game has blown up to this standard, and I always questioned why is this so popular. I think that the reason is because the origins of Fortnite, basically the game wasn't this game. It was a completely different game. It was a co-op game. It was like a survival game.
Yeah,
at
against like
first.
zombies and everything.
Yeah, it was zombies, but the game itself flopped. Like it just did not do well. Nobody played it, and then they decided to make this battle royale mode to
Kinda
go
like PUBG.
against some of the popular games right now. And for some reason, this mode just blew up. And I think it's because a lot of people who don't play video games are getting into it, and they're getting addicted and hooked, and they're like, I want to play Fortnite all the time. And now they just actually put it on iOS and Android, so you can play it on your phone too.
Wow.
So it's blowing up. It's massive right now.
Smart move on their part.
Smart move.
To put it on the cell phones too.
They have crazy marketing, and I think the marketing will keep going too. So
Well, and along with marketing, big TV shows, Good Morning America and shows like that are talking about it because I guess literally everyone is playing it. So parents are getting worried that it's going to desensitize, to violence and everything, which kind of makes sense because in that game, when you like shoot or kill someone, no blood, no guts, like Call of Duty or anything. It's just, the weapons like just fall out. Like there's no backlash or anything.
yeah,
Honestly, when I play those games, I don't play for the goal intended. So like if I'm playing GTA, I just drive around
Right.
and I look for the deers or the goats that are in the field or on the mountain.
Can I save the goats?
And then in like games like this, I just kind of walk around and hop on stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
To me, that's why I play.
Yeah, and you can just
Exploring.
build stuff and all that.
Yeah.
It's cool. And one thing that you talked about, being on Good Morning America, is that the game is kind of bridging the gap between mainstream culture and video games. It's always been like that for some games that'll like kind of bridge the gap. And for example, last week there is a Twitch streamer named Ninja who actually played with the rapper Drake on
Really?
Twitch. Actually, like for real, it was Drake. It was 600,000 people watching the stream, broke the Twitch single channel viewer record. So it was crazy. I was up at night actually watching it, and it was pretty funny.
You were one of them.
I was one of them. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was watching it, and it was really entertaining. But the thing about it that was crazy is that Drake, literally, this guy is an icon. Everybody knows who Drake is. And to think that he's playing this video game with somebody random on Twitch was massive. A lot of people don't realize it, but it was a really big thing.
It wasn't a random person. It was Ninja.
Yeah, but in the eyes of, video game culture and mainstream culture, he's random.
Yeah.
So
That's true. One thing, I don't know, maybe Howie, you can explain this to me, but why do people find it fun or entertaining to watch other people play video games? Because
Yeah.
I
That's a
good
don't get that.
question.
I hate going over to a friend's house and just sit there and watch them play. I'm like, no, I'm either playing or we're not doing this because it's not fun to just watch,
yeah, see, I think it is really a good question because, for one, when you're watching somebody else play, you're seeing a different experience than what you get. So if I'm playing Fortnite, I'm garbage. I suck at Fortnite. I'm going to admit right now. And I don't do well in Fortnite. I'm learning. But Ninja, he's a popular streamer. He wins games constantly. Like, he'll get on and stream. He'll win 12 games during the day. And so you get to see how he does. You get to learn more about the game and try to get better and play it yourself. So that's one thing. Two, people just like the person. Some people are really likable, and they just want to attach themselves to that said person, and they just continue to watch them. So, and it's not even just one game. People could watch one viewer for different games, too. So it just varies, really.
Interesting.
Like YouTube, like
No, it's boring.
it's like YouTube. Why do people watch Call of Duty people play like on YouTube and stuff? But just
I
people
don't
got
know.
attached.
I
No
guess
one should.
It's kind of equivalent to, it's like guys would probably be like, oh, why do girls watch other girls do their makeup?
Okay.
Right, and then
you
we're
know.
like, what is this? Is this entertaining?
Well, I honestly feel like it's not. Oh, well, I guess you're right with YouTube videos, but I was like, most of the time I'm just talking. That's why I don't watch girls do makeup though. I'm not like huge into that.
On YouTube. It's a thing, though.
It's
so
massive
I
on
could see
YouTube.
how it could be comparative to the video game
Yeah.
world.
The
Right.
only way you can get better is by doing it yourself. So don't watch those makeup videos. Just slap it on there yourself and hope for the best.
Oh my
The only way you get better at Fortnite. Don't watch people play. Just get in there and lose.
Just keep
become
going at it.
amazing.
Just keep going at it.
You'll die a lot, but it's fine. It's okay. But
Positive thoughts.
on the other side of the break, we're going to be talking about cleansing and just being sanitary. Is that bad for your health? Here on the Morning App.
Where the scissors at? Where's the tape? I don't know. You had it. No, I didn't. Guys, what are you doing?
You said sports wrap. We're wrapping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Wrap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you wrapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady to play football. Maybe we can catch this.
I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports wrap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU after the Morning App.
What time is it? I need to get up. I gotta go for the show.
It's time for the Morning App.
Welcome into the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Hi guys,
The 30
You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app. Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The Rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, the A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of the A Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A game.
So join us each Monday on App TV for App State's only sports TV show.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. It is 8:15 on this snowy Wednesday morning, and You know, it's been cold out and we're getting sick. This is the season to get sick. Flu season, everything is here. So we got to be clean, but are we too clean? Or is somebody in particular,
I don't know.
Kristen, too clean? That's the question I ask.
I don't know. See, this is interesting because this is my third time this season being sick, being really, really sick. But I have to be into work because I just had the flu. So, you know, and I need to pay rent, so I'm here. But, you know, you guys tell me all the time it's because I use too much hand sanitizer or it's because I overclean my house.
Yep.
I don't really think that's it.
I think that's it.
Well, I think that has part to do with it, but also, like, think about the weather up here. It goes from freezing cold to 70 degrees in, like, a day. So I think that also does a lot to people in their environment.
Yeah, and I also, like, I already know that I have a super weak immune system. You know?
Do you take, vitamin C supplements?
Every single day.
Dang.
See what she cleans
bad.
a lot, so much.
I take vitamin C and then I get, 8 hours of sleep at night. I try to eat as healthy as possible, yet I still get sick.
Yeah.
But, one health trend that I've seen in the past few years are detox cleanses. And I wanted to talk about this today because, Taylor Ann, I know that you've done one, but I've actually heard that they're very unhealthy for you.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because there are detoxes that literally help, like, get rid of stuff, and then there's detoxes where they say that's what they're doing, but honestly I have no idea what the actual backing of it is. The detox I did was to remove toxins from my body and to prevent myself from putting toxins in my body. And so what I was doing was pretty much eating the closest way to explain it is a caveman diet. So I ate nothing except things that were organic, all natural, vegetables. I learned how to have a nutritional meal every meal I ate because the biggest issue is most people aren't getting the amount of nutrition they need every day. And so it was a learning course and stuff like that. But I've heard a lot of detoxes where you put some weird gunk in your body and people think they're going to be healthy out of nowhere and they eat McDonald's the next day. So I think a lot of them, people just don't even know how to do it. And they're doing it wrong, and it's messing them up.
Well, I've seen a lot of the juice cleanses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And basically, it's saying four reasons why you probably shouldn't do that is that, number one, your body naturally detoxes itself no matter what. And we've seen this from time and time again. Your body will reject stuff if it doesn't feel that it's natural to its environment, basically. So the same thing happens with your skin. It regrows, and it rejects stuff that, it doesn't like. And it naturally detoxes yourself. So to do a detox for your body is kind of counterintuitive.
Really?
Now, my question is, what if you are eating extremely unhealthy? What if you eat just sweets and snacks, fast food, junk food, and then you switch over to eating healthy? I think, doesn't this happen more often than not that your body then would kind of reject the healthy food for a little bit because it's so used to all the bad stuff, the fast food? I mean, kind of like if anyone remembers the Drake and Josh episode, I know you guys do, where Drake ate all the sugar and everything and then bet his brother and then just had breakouts and all over his skin.
Yeah, that's
I think that happens as well, so you really have to push through that.
You have side effects, actually. I went through withdrawals for 7 days after I started eating healthy again. I had headaches. I couldn't sleep.
Yep.
I felt like fatter, like my body was more swollen because my skin was trying to get rid of all the sodium in my body. So your body naturally will cleanse. That's exactly what my body was doing. It was pushing all the gross stuff out of my body. If you're only putting nasty food in your mouth and you're not working out and you're not living a healthy lifestyle, your body naturally can't help yourself if you're not helping yourself too.
Yeah, actually, that's number 2 here is that you're probably going to feel like crap. When
Yeah.
you do that
Called it.
Yeah, it makes total sense, though, because your body is so used to McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
And then when you're starting to eat healthy, you know, you're eating your greens, you're doing all this stuff to be healthy. Your body's gonna be like, "What are you doing, man? This is weird. This
Foreign
is
substance.
It's foreign."
Well, also most detoxes aren't sustainable. It's like you said, juicing. Like, okay, you do that for a few days, lose 3 pounds, and then you're gonna gain it all back next week when you start eating.
You're actually taking all of my talking points, too.
Look at
Really?
look at her.
I'm sorry.
Number
Look at
3
her.
yet.
She's
This is
got
number
it.
3.
This is my topic now.
Number 3 is you'll probably gain the weight that you lose back. And that's very true, though, because same thing happened with me on the flu. I lost like a couple pounds. I was like, ooh, yeah, feeling good.
Oh, yeah, the best diet.
But then I just gained it right back because you're not changing your lifestyle. It's a temporary Band-Aid on the problem. And so you'll lose weight temporarily, but you'll gain it back.
So if you continually getting the flu, you're going to reach that weight goal that you want. You just keep putting Band-Aids on.
You're
it.
also gonna fail at life because you can't get anything done.
Yeah, you'll get it, but then you'll gain all of that weight back eventually.
Not if you just keep having the flu. I see what you're doing here, being
That's
sanitary,
horrible.
Kristen.
I'd rather die.
Another reason, though, and I think that this is important too, is that it can be super expensive. And at the end of the day, you're paying a lot of money to participate in a detox when you're not going to get anywhere. You're not changing your lifestyle habits. You're temporarily losing weight. You're not going to feel that great. And it's not super healthy for you.
Right.
You know, and I've seen so many people do these cleanses, and they're like, I'm on a juice cleanse today just for one day. And then, you know, I don't understand why. Why would you put your body through something it's not used to?
Maybe sometimes they want to give it a try just to see how it goes, but
Yeah.
they quit one day. But you shouldn't quit one day. You should keep going and see how you go. But
No, you shouldn't do it at all.
well, that's true. But
you should go on a diet
if
or
you're-
like eat
yeah.
healthy. Like maybe not.
If you're gonna do something, do it for a long period. Don't do it for a day.
Well, that's why cleanses and diets are so stupid, because most of the time it's a week or two to a month, and people just stop, and you're supposed to go back to normal, and it's like, what was the whole purpose of doing what you did? I mean, if you are on a cleanse that's 30 days and it's something you can do lifelong, then that's worth doing. Like the detox I did with Arbonne was a 30-day detox, and it was because in 25 days you create a habit. And so everything I was learning to eat, all the ways I was supposed to learn how to do protein shakes and work out and stuff like that, all of that was sustainable for something I could do for the rest of my life.
But you didn't.
No, because like I think number 4, I didn't have the money to go get healthy food.
But you can still eat healthy without paying a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't do a cleanse. You shouldn't say I'm on a diet. You really should just
Eat
change
healthy.
your lifestyle
Yeah,
habits.
completely agree.
Yeah. That's interesting to take note of, that you gotta change your habits, and sometimes you might have to change yours if you're a germaphobe, aka Kristen.
Stop looking at me.
See, look, okay, this article says good hygiene is important, but being a germaphobe could be harmful to your health. So while it is crucial to always wash your hands with soap and water after using the restroom, before and preparing food, excess hand washing and hand sanitizer may do more harm than good.
Because you don't get the germs that you need to combat everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I fully agree with this, because
Doctors say it.
But see, here's the thing. The thing isn't because I know so much about cleaning products. It's not the fact that washing your hands too much is bad for you. It's washing your hands with antibacterial soap and hand sanitizer, because those are killing 100%, or well, 99.9% of the bacteria. Therefore, you're killing the good bacteria as well. But if you wash your hands with not antibacterial soap, so just normal soap and water, I don't see why that would be harmful for you.
See, it's
Well, if
because
you do it too much.
Yeah, if you do it too much, like if you're doing it all the time, first of all, it can make your skin just look weird. That's one thing.
I mean, if your skin is, I was
took
reading
off
if your
my aunt's fingerprints, so
if your skin is dry or cracked, or even as far as bleeding, which it's not, germs can still get into that a lot easier and make you sick.
And your system can't fight the germs. You know, it doesn't know how to. So whenever it has new germs come in, it can't fight them. And so you'll get sick, and you're like, oh, why am I sick again? And there it is.
I really don't think that that's my problem.
I think it is.
I disagree.
Because like you're clean. You clean all the time. You wash your hands probably like 20 times a day.
Well, also being stressed. I know your
Yeah.
workload is insane, and my boyfriend's actually going through the same thing. He got sick again. And it's just like a cold, or it's just like distraction, but he has huge exams coming up, and he's super stressed. And I find more than not, when you're stressed and you're a germaphobe, you're in the death hole, man.
But I'm stressed all the time.
Okay, wait, question. So whenever you were younger, did you play in public playgrounds?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you didn't
like-
swim, so I know that's one thing, but
My parents
That's where
weren't.
it is.
My parents weren't the type that were like running around with hand sanitizer. They were like
Right.
rub some dirt on it, you know.
Right.
So
That's important.
It's not. And that's the thing too, is I think that these examples of washing your hands too much can be bad for you. I think that's really in the developmental stages of your immune system. I'm 21. I think my immune system's pretty developed. I don't think I'm harming it by washing my hands.
At any age, it still applies.
Yeah, it could change. Your immune system can change at any moment. You never know.
Doctors say. Doctors aren't wrong.
The doctors aren't wrong. Oh, wait,
I don't trust all doctors. Some doctors literally just tell people they have issues with them so they can throw pills at them so they can get more money from the pharmacies.
That's every job. That's a mechanic. That's a baker.
Hey, they're trying to make a living, man.
There are good people out there.
I don't know. If you can get a real doctor to tell me that washing my hands with non-antibacterial soap is harmful for me, then I might just say Howie and Josh, you're right. But
I think that's a bet, guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to text my dad right now. He's got the answer.
I need to see his MD degree.
Oh, my
Actually,
goodness.
my
He's got his own
boyfriend's
practice.
mom and dad are both doctors, so I could also talk to them.
Just tell them to send a picture of their degree, too. So
Looks-
I
will.
know that it's true.
Looks like we have a bet. We have a bet going on. But when we come back on the morning app, we're going to be playing our favorite game, Would You Rather, with Josh. It's Michael Jackson, PYT, on the app.
Where the scissors at?
Where's the tape?
I don't know. You had it. No, I didn't.
Guys, what are you doing?
You said sports wrap. We're wrapping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Wrap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you wrapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady to play football. Maybe we can catch this. I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
And I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports wrap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU after the morning app.
What time is it? I need to get up. I need to go for the show.
It's time for the morning app.
Welcome into the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
How you guys doing this morning?
You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app.
Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The Rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, the A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of The A Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A game.
So join us each Monday on App TV for App State's only sports TV show.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is snowy, and life just seems to be very difficult for me today. Everything is going wrong. It's one of those days.
This is going to be one of those days where somebody slips and falls on the concrete because of the snow and the ice. What's the weather like today?
High of 33 and a low of 23. Definitely colder than what we have been seeing. BooneWeather.com has your 5-day weather forecast if you are curious. Today is a 1 golf ball day, so basically, don't go outside.
Yeah. Everybody stay inside. No. Go to class. Everybody go to class, even if it is snowing and don't cancel, and I'll be sad about it, but still go.
Okay. Would you rather? We're going to start off right away. Would you rather live in a place that is always below 50 degrees or always above 50 degrees, temperature-wise?
Below.
Come on, that's an easy one.
Below. Yes. I'd rather be cold than hot.
But he didn't say it would get super hot. He just said it could be 51 degrees the entire time.
It's got to be above 50. Or below 50.
Okay, I got to think about this now.
Yeah, I know. That's a difficult one.
I used to be the type of person that was like, okay, I'm going to live where it's snowing all the time. I would thrive in Alaska. I need to be on a mountain where there's 7 feet of snow all the time. And after living in Boone for 4 years, I am really looking at some tropical places. They're looking really nice right now.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it back. I'll say above 50 because 50 degrees is like, it's a pretty nice temperature, especially since we're used to it in Boone. But it can get the 70s. And 70s is perfect, and that's like the perfect temperature for me. But we'll see. I'll go above.
It could get to like 90.
But honestly, because if you said honestly, you could have made this a lot harder.
Yeah, I could have said above 75 or below, I don't know, 40.
Below 30 or above 90.
Below 30.
Well, then I'm just asking the question: would you rather be hot or cold? I mean,
then I would do below 30. I would definitely do below 30 because I'd rather be cold.
I'm not the would you rather host. I give up.
I don't mind either. I can't stand humidity. That's the one thing I can't stand. So I don't mind heat as long as there's no humidity that goes along with it.
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
So I don't know. I'll go below. I'm used to it.
Okay. Ready for the next one? Would you rather be so afraid of heights that you can't go to the second floor of a building, or be so afraid of the sun that you can only leave the house on rainy days?
Second floor.
Well, you're on the second floor now. You would not be able to come up here ever.
This is hard, man.
Okay, this was good.
This one is a good one.
Okay, so the second one was like you're so afraid of the sun
that you can only leave the house when it's not sunny or on rainy days. I mean,
oh, that would suck.
You can't leave the house at all
unless
because
it's rainy
you're
or snowy.
afraid of the sun. So if the sun is shining, you can't go.
Yeah, no, I
you're
think it's more
afraid.
practical to not go to a second floor than to not be able to go outside.
I
unless it's
think so.
raining.
I disagree. I
What?
disagree because honestly, okay, I love the sun. I love, sunny days, sunshine, whatever. But I think that it would be really hindering if you can't even go to the second floor of a building, considering we're on the second floor right now, So, like...
But people can meet you on the first floor, whereas... Think about how many times it rains a year.
Yeah.
You probably not a total of 3
How many
weeks.
second floors do you go to each year, though? I mean,
Exactly. You
a
couldn't
lot.
even go to your own home. You'd have to buy a first level house, which don't exist anymore. Or and it's very rare that you would live on, an apartment complex is like 9 floors. Also, though, I would just move to Seattle where it's never sun shining.
True.
Okay, that is actually a good point.
Yeah, you can move.
It's never sunny in Seattle. But I don't know. See, I think I would go with the second floor thing because, hey, the radio station, why don't we take the radio station and put it on the first floor? SpongeBob reference. That's what we would do. So, yeah, there you go.
I mean, yeah, you could just think about it. Honestly, apartments are cheaper if you get the first floor apartment because it's most likely it's easier for people to break into first floor apartments, and so naturally they're cheaper.
But you can't control where you work. You can't go to your friends' apartments. And honestly, I don't mind rainy days. I would thrive in Seattle, let's be honest.
Tell my friends to meet me at a movie theater or something.
Yeah.
Or they could just come to my house.
Yeah. So they didn't say underground either. That doesn't count, right?
True, I can go below.
Yeah, we could have an underground house.
You keep explaining all the things that you can do, but society isn't going to conform to you.
That's true.
Your job is going to be on the second floor, maybe, of a company. I mean,
I wouldn't apply.
I work at home.
Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I genuinely think that it's going to be more hindering if you don't go to the second floor of a building than to not go out on rainy days.
But if you can only travel 3 days a week or 3 weeks a year because it only snow or rains
I know
that amount of time,
yeah.
It's more sunny every single day than it is rainy.
Not if you live in a certain part of America.
But I still don't think it rains more out of the year than it is sunny.
Oh, in London? Yes.
Really?
For sure, right?
In Seattle, it rains more, too.
Seattle, yeah.
It rains more than it is sunny.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's a fact.
You're sure?
In Seattle, yes.
Book it?
I am positive.
Yes.
Okay, we'll look that up, too.
See, well, here's the thing,
not
though.
that positive.
Here's the thing. If you can't go out when it's sunny outside, it means you can't go out on beautiful days, like during the summer. So most of the summer, you can't go out. You're going to be inside.
I still just think it would be more hindering to not go to the second floor.
Okay. I agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I don't have to
That's a
decide
good
because I'm
one,
the
though.
host. Okay, would you rather be a star in a hit TV show or in a hit movie?
I would say TV show because the TV shows, for a lot of actors, is where they started. They started TV shows. Jennifer Aniston, Friends,
Love her.
brought her big thing. So I would do a TV show, and then that can get me some more opportunities with more TV shows, higher pay, and movies after that.
Anybody else?
Rick.
I agree with Howie.
I wasn't listening. Give me the question again.
Oh, my. Would you rather be a star in a hit TV show or in a movie?
Oh, TV show.
Yeah.
Hands down.
See, because a movie can be a one-hit wonder, and then
Yeah.
you'll never get a good gig again.
Mhm.
But TV, if you're good, you keep going.
A TV show is a reoccurring thing, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. As an actress, the ultimate goal is to be in a feature film. Every TV show actor is trying to be that. So money-wise, I would say feature film because then I wouldn't have to work ever again. You make $3 million. I'll move to, Knoxville, Tennessee and disappear and be good for life. But no, I'll do TV show because you build a relationship with people.
I was going to say, I think it would be more fun,
Yeah.
too, to be on a TV show than.
I want to be on a comedy show.
Yeah, now I was saying, is it only one TV show or one movie? Is it just one thing, or is it if you do it once, you can continue to be a hit type thing?
I just made this one up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's flawed. It's flawed. Okay, but if we're going off the basis of just one, I would still pick TV show personally.
Oh, like one episode?
No,
Well, like
one
one
season
season or something.
one
yeah, yeah.
show, like one show in its entirety.
But I mean,
seasons it is
if
and
it's a
how many
hit
other
TV show, it's going to
episodes.
go on a while.
Yeah. So think about it. Every season you'll get more money. You'll make some decent money too. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
still say TV show.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go feature film.
Okay.
If it's a hit, then there's a good chance that you'll get hired for another movie.
Yeah, if
And
you're the star in it,
you'll
I'm
have
I'm
breaks
saying,
in between, and I'm gonna go feature film.
Okay.
I'm still going TV show.
All right, there we go. Look at us go. See,
Yeah,
TV show. I'm a hit. This is us. We're on the hits on the TV show on the morning app.
All right, last one, real quick. Along the same lines, would you rather win an Oscar or a Grammy?
Oscar.
Yeah, I'm going Oscar. You are the best of the best.
Yeah, I'll say Oscar too, because I think that's a lot harder to get. Look how long it took Leonardo to get his. So I would say Oscar.
And Kobe tied him instantly, but that's fine.
I don't really know the difference between the two, so I'll say
Wait,
Well,
Oscar.
the Grammys is music, Oscars is acting. So would you rather get an award for acting or music?
Acting.
There you go.
Yeah. Just because I can't even play rock band. So there's no way I would get a Grammy.
Oh my goodness. Well, coming up on the morning app, we're going to be talking about our favorite thing, which is relationships. It's Like I Do, David Guetta on the app.
Where the scissors at?
Where's the tape?
I don't know. You had it. No, I didn't.
Guys, what are you doing? You said sports rap. We're wrapping up presents for sports teams, right?
No, I meant Sports Rap, the sports talk show on 90.5 WASU that airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 6, where we recap the biggest sports games and news from the week.
What did you say?
Well, what are you rapping?
Oh, I'm just getting Tom Brady up to play football. Maybe we can catch this.
I'm just wrapping up LeBron's career in Cleveland and sending Isaiah Thomas a no-trade clause.
And I'm getting a choking hazard label for the Indians, Dodgers, and the Falcons. You think Dan Quinn will like this?
Come on, guys, time for actual sports rap.
Falcons, Dodgers.
My name is Maggie Harper, and I host the App 1800, a podcast featuring the current events in Boone that you care about. Listen every Monday at 9 a.m. on 90.5 WASU after the morning app.
What time is it? I need to get up. I need to go for the show.
It's time for the morning app.
Welcome into the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
How you guys doing this morning? You can listen worldwide at WASUradio.com, live on App TV, or with the iHeartRadio app. Hey, Howie.
Oh, hey, Kristen, how are you? So what's going on? What music you listen to right now?
Man, Howie, I don't know. I can't find any good music anymore.
Well, guess what? I host a show on WASU.
You do?
Yeah, it's called The Rollout. Do you like top 40 music?
Of course I do.
Well, guess what? I have your fix. I have the songs that are coming up on the charts. I have the next breakout artists and the songs you want to hear again and again.
That sounds great. When was it again?
It's going to be Wednesdays at 7 on 90.5 WASU or WASUradio.com.
The rollout.
Listen to The Rollout every Wednesday at 7 on 90.5 WASU.
What's up, guys? Here on App TV, the A Game is the only place where you can see highlights and updates on everything App State sports. I'm Braxton Critcher.
And I'm Ashley Smith, co-host of The A Game, where each and every Monday at 9 p.m. you can find the best coverage of all your favorite Mountaineer teams and in-depth reporting from the sidelines.
That also includes athlete interviews, a player of the week, and a chance for students to get involved with the Q&A game.
So join us each Monday on App TV for App State's only sports TV show.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Back here on the morning app. I can't believe classes weren't canceled, but that's fine.
Oh,
We
yes.
still are holding out hope, even though we shouldn't. That's okay.
If we hear anything in between this segment, we'll definitely let you know. But
we won't.
I don't know. The snow's pretty crazy, but what is crazy is love and
Yeah.
relationships. It's time to talk about love and relationships.
Honestly, I could just let this song play for the next 10 minutes. and
Okay.
be happy.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Let it play.
So, I found this really interesting article that talks about 6 healthy relationship habits most people think are toxic. Because I know nowadays, we're always talking about like what's healthy, what's not healthy, what's good for us, what's not good for us. So I thought this kind of goes along with today's stuff. Number 1 is letting some conflicts go unresolved. Honestly, this is a huge issue me and my boyfriend have. Every time I'm upset, Tomas wants to talk about it. And sometimes I'm like, just let me like have a moment and get over it, and you probably wouldn't even realize there was anything.
Yeah.
But he's always like, let's talk about it. And sometimes I'm like, I honestly just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think that's by person too, because when I'm upset about something, I like to take, a couple minutes, maybe like in half an hour or so, and just cool down.
Yeah.
So whenever we do talk about it, I'm not, saying stuff I don't want to say or stuff that's incorrect, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get my facts together, so I'll take a breather, and then I'll talk to you about it, and we'll figure it out.
But what they're saying is that you shouldn't even try to resolve it. You should let things go unresolved.
Like, there's some issue. Like, if it's an issue between you and your partner, you need to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, for example, for me, I have an appointment today that's very stressful. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm just terrified of this appointment I have to go to. Like, that's it. It's as simple as that. I just don't want to go.
Yeah.
And it's something that we don't really need to talk about. And, like, he wants to talk about it because he sees how stressed I am. But for me, I just don't want to talk about it. I want to go, get it over with, and I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're saying there's some things where you don't need to talk about it. Just let the other partner have their emotions and feel how they feel, and then get over it, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I get that, but I think that what it's kind of going for here is that if there is an issue, you don't solve it. It's not saying like, oh, my partner is upset right now, but they don't want to talk about it. I think it's saying that there is an issue, but we're just going to let it go unresolved.
Yeah, it should never go unresolved, because that'll come back to bite you whenever
Yeah.
something bigger happens in like a big argument that you have, and then it'll get brought back up, and it's like, oh no.
Honestly, yeah, I disagree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have mixed emotions about it. I think on very, very small things that are only individual, I don't need to talk about it. For some things. Well, for number 2, being willing to hurt each other's feelings.
Okay.
Just roast them.
Boy.
I think sometimes the truth hurts, and I think sometimes the only time someone will actually hear it is if the person you love tells you. And so I can see where they're going with this. I don't think you ever should want to intentionally hurt anyone's feelings, though.
I think it is meaningful, like, unintentionally you will hurt them. It'll be on accident. It could be about something so small that you think it's small, but could be big to them, So sometimes it happens in relationships.
I think also sometimes talking about that conflict that you do need to resolve is going to hurt some people's feelings.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to talk about things that aren't going to be a good conversation.
Yeah.
Confrontation sucks. But
Yeah. Number 3 is being willing to end it. They were talking about how a lot of people, they feel like if they lose the person they love, they've failed in life or their life's over, and they were like, this is stupid.
So they're saying don't be afraid to end it?
Yeah. Like if
if it gets
so
bad.
Stupid because it's so easy to be like, oh, don't be sad. Like, you only dated for 5 years. It's okay. Just end the relationship. It's like, like if you are in love with someone that's not, it's okay if it's an unhealthy relationship. If it's a healthy relationship, it's not easy to end.
Right.
So it may be okay, but that advice
I don't know. I
irrelevant.
think that one, too, depends on the situation. What if you're married and you have kids? You're not only affecting yourself and that relationship, but you're affecting the family.
Yeah.
And I think in most cases, divorce should be a last resort. You really should work at it until you can no longer work at it. Or if it's unhealthy, get out of it. That's a different story.
I think the ball field is different once marriage is the thing. I think in a dating sense, I can understand be willing to end it because you need to find that person for you.
Yeah.
Once you're married, I think that's a whole different level of, I wouldn't even apply any of these to that. Number 4 is feeling attraction for people outside of the relationship. They were talking about how a lot of people feel like once you're in love with someone, people feel guilty for finding other people attractive or actually finding like a spark with someone else. And they were like, that's fine. The thing is, you need to learn how to have those feelings and let go of them. Because naturally, you're going to be attracted to other people. You can't help that. It's in your biology. But they were saying it's how you handle the way you feel about people. Yeah. That's important.
Yeah, I think that's actually really important because you're going to have feelings. Everybody is going to have feelings, you know, even if it isn't for the person you're dating. Sometimes it's like, oh, yeah, that guy's cute or, you know, she's really pretty or whatever. It happens, but you should never act on those feelings while you're dating somebody. That's how it should be. You know, yeah, he's cute or whatever, but, you know, I'm with you. I want to be with you. And I'm like, all right, cool. That works. Like, that, I'll take that.
Yeah.
As long as you're not going around doing other stuff, you know, that's fine. That's whatever.
Number 5 is spending time apart. I know you've lived on this one for a while.
Yeah, they're saying not to spend time apart?
No, they're saying spend time apart.
Yeah.
They say a lot of relationships, you almost get consumed by each other, and that's how a lot of people end up losing their friends. Yeah. They never go out. And it's easy. It's super easy to fall into that.
I mean, honestly, too, I think that not only because we are long distance, but I think that we take that into practice so hard because, well, my boyfriend is an introvert, so he needs time alone, and, you know, you can't be with the same person 24/7. You're going to go crazy. I also, you know, I'm an extrovert, but I do like my time alone sometimes to recharge or just time with other people. And honestly, I hope that even when we aren't long distance, that we will continue to carry our independence and alone time or time with our friends, because that's important too. You know, you don't want to. It's fine to spend time with your friends and the significant other, but it's so much more when you are just focused on your friend. And I try to do that. I definitely, when I'm with somebody, I focus on that person and our time together, no matter who it is. Yeah. So I think spending time alone or apart or with other people is very important.
You hit that on the nail, because they were talking about how people honestly lose themselves, you know, because you consume to the person you're hanging out with 24/7. Yeah. And they were like, to keep your independence and keep those hobbies and interests that you have that are separate from your significant other is super important, because that's a part of who you are and the person they fell in love with.
Yeah.
And if you start becoming the person they want you to be, then that's not the person they love. It's the person they want. And sometimes realize that it might not be what they actually want. It's just... And then last but not least, accepting your partner's flaws.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one, because everybody has flaws no matter if you don't like to admit it or not. Everybody does. But you have to, you know, take their flaws into account because you love them. You want to be with them. So
and don't get in a relationship thinking you're going to change somebody either.
Yeah.
You know?
I think also one thing that's happened in our generation too is that we will date people and we just feel like they're perfect. Like there's nothing wrong with them. And then once we start dating them and we see that there's something that does, you know, really get to them, if you say something and you're like, oh, she's not perfect, maybe she's not the one I want to be with. And I think that's one thing. That's one thing that we have in our generation that kind of sucks is that.
Well, I know for a lot of girls, like, we have lists of what we will and won't
put up with.
Yeah. And
really?
I think to an extent, no, every girl's got it at this age.
I
feel
one.
like, yeah. But I do think that in a way that almost is really bad to have, because at the same time, the person that might be meant for you might have a flaw that's on that list. Well, and you might just write him off because it's like, well, he's not, you know, he has anger issues. I'm not going to be with him. And it's like,
then you're going to rule out a lot of guys. But
yeah.
I think here, though, that you should still have your list, you know, have your, these are, but categorize them. Say, these are the ones I will not budge on, these I could budge on, type of things. Because there's, you know, what if on your list is like, I hope he doesn't have a girlfriend. That's pretty important. You can't budge on that. You can't date somebody with a girlfriend already. You know, so, you know, there's give and take. But I think that when you're in love, you need to recognize the flaws, but also embrace them. Be like, you know what, he is like this, but I still love him, and I love his flaws because it makes him who he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have a list of, like, 5 extremely important things that in life I know I cannot be with someone unless they have this quality, that's fine. But I think most girls have a list that are unreasonable. They're trying to find Mr. Perfect, and that doesn't exist. And so when you get in a relationship and you think they're the Mr. Perfect and they're not, you're going to be looking for somebody your whole life, and you're never going to be satisfied.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
No.
Except us here on the Morning App. Just kidding. That is all we have for you here today on Wednesday. Join us Friday morning at 8 a.m. with Dovey Das for more of the Morning App.